Right, hello. Thank you for bearing with us. Just a little bit late today, but hey, we're here and we're actually working. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So that doesn't need to be on right now, but hi everybody. Oh my gosh. So after last Sunday's, it's only been a couple of days, after Sunday's disaster of technology, we've gone and gotten a new Ethernet cord, a longer Ethernet cord, and it appears to be stable. So fingers crossed, but it looks like everything's holding, everything's stable. Because yes, YouTube won't work unless I'm on the Ethernet, because it's a tantrum like that. So, and then the Ethernet itself completely died. So then I was trying to continue on Twitch without the Ethernet, but the Wi-Fi here likes to drop off every once in a while too. So,
for you.
Yeah, for me. So good times. But we appear to be stable today, which is excellent. Now I didn't actually get to do a sound check because Sammy was in a meeting. So please let me know if anything's askew, if I need to up the music or down the music or up me. You know, let me know. But I'm getting a thumbs up from Sammy, so I'll take that as we're A-okay. And yes, I was a couple of minutes late because I decided to do something on impulse this morning, because that's the only thing I do. I either have to have someone nag at me continuously, or I just get a whim and I do it, and I have to do it right then and there. But my colouring sheet tracker that I use all the time, I've been talking about putting this up in a place where you can download it if you want it, and trying to have it in a place so I don't just have to put a Google Drive link out there. So this morning I set up a Ko-fi. So I now have a Ko-fi. But the cool thing about that is I now have a place that I can drop these files for free. Now I was going to do this via Patreon. Found out that their shop, you have to set a minimum price of $6 per item, which I'm not very happy with, because this I didn't want to charge for. So let me just post these in both platforms. And if you are wanting this, it's just a free PDF download. Feel free to grab it. It's there. So yeah, if I come up with anything else like colouring charts or anything like that, I'll just drop them in there as a place that you can go and download stuff for free. But yeah, impulse this morning to get that done. Why? Don't know. I will add that to the socials command eventually, and then I will also make a Ko-fi command. Right now I just haven't done it. Ran out of time. You can actually do that, Sammy. You can update my commands. You can indeed. You've got some power. Sammy is going to get on to updating that. So if you could update the social with the Ko-fi link, and then if you can just make one that's Ko-fi. Exclamation Ko-fi once it's set up. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, so what are we up to? We are trying to get this page finished today. It would be lovely if we could get it finished. I have finished its counterpart, which was the oh my gosh, I have so much stuff around me. Could be buried right now. I don't know, it's somewhere around here. But I finished off the Forest Nymph page, which was fantastic. I tried to sit down and do some recording yesterday, and nothing was having it, so instead I played around with some gouache yesterday. Found out a couple things. I accidentally painted Spyro. But while playing with my gouache and trying out different things, and then doing some Google research, I found out that my gouache is really not good gouache. Like, I knew it was cheap, but it's also translucent, and it's presenting a bunch of problems if I don't add white to it, which is a pain if you want to try and get vivid colours. So yeah, next on the list is buying some better gouache that isn't actually transparent when you use it straight out of the tube. But I had some fun, like, you know, it's not the greatest work, but it was fun, and it was learning. I was just trying different techniques to blending and stuff, but again, the transparent paint was proving some issues. But yes, we are here to finish off this page here. Now, last time, Smalt gave us a suggestion, which was wonderful, which is this little friend here of a new bird for the inspiration for our little friend here, which is perfect because again it uses our blues and our yellows, so we can tie that in, but it won't be like blue next to the blue or yellow next to yellow. So really wonderful suggestion. So that's what we're going to be doing for our bird today. So we have our bird and our top hat and our bow, which is going to be purple. We have our little cape here on the squirrel, the purse, and then the cats themselves. So like legit, all going well today. We could finish this off. All going well. Depends on how my back handles, because my back is still being an absolute bitch. I've been pushing through as much as I can without pushing through too much, because we're trying not to push through. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's the Winsor & Newton is affordable, it's easily accessible. Like even the art shop here has it, because I did pick up a white in the Winsor & Newton because I've been going for a lot of white, so I was like, okay, it makes sense to pick up a white. I don't know where it is around here anymore. I think I chucked it in here or something. But I did pick up a single white, but I'll probably actually upgrade to the full color range, because then I can at least get some basic colors to keep playing. And then like I was looking at the Himi jelly gouache as well, and I was watching a bunch of videos last night of people using the Himi as well, and I was like, they look really cool. But again, it's that maintenance if they dry out thing. But we will see. Right, sorry, me just zoning out there for a second and forgetting what I'm doing. We're doing a bird. Excuse me. Oh, this is a good start. Alright, so. But yes, how is everyone doing today? I am, as you can tell, I'm kind of zoning out a little bit here, which is never great. It's also the final day of my injection cycle, so we're in like full end of cycle mood today. For me it's fun, but they are princess supplies. You got to take care of them. And that's my fear, because like I'm all like gouache at the moment, but then I'll find a new media and then I'll be like new media. So it's like, might as well get the tubes that are a little bit more secure. Alright, now I do have this picture on my phone as well, so I can bring it up bigger. Oh my god, if my phone will unlock. No, not that one. That one. That one. It is a Eurasian blue tit. And I actually put up in the Discord another bird image that I found recently that I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna need to colour some birds like this, because it's so pretty. So pretty. Birds are so pretty. Amira, hello. How are you going, lovely? And yes, let me say hello properly, because I did type it. But hello, Alicia. Hello, Smalt. Hello, BD. And hello, Samsara. Smalt, congratulations on getting first in Twitch. And Samsara, congratulations on the 20 stream watch streak. I'm a professional streamer. I know how to do this stuff. But yes, how's everyone going today? Hope we're all doing well. look at that big pile of links.
I'm going to do it again too.
Yeah.
Just to see if more space helps.
Yeah, it is the shame
No,
thing.
It doesn't. It just reduces the spaces and overlaps it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Twitch won't allow us to use separate lines for everything. It would be so much cleaner. All the links look clickable except for YouTube. YouTube's clickable my end.
Yeah, did I?
Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I should test it. I'm sure I tested all of this when I set it all up. Yeah. No, it seems to go through to YouTube. Let me know if there are any issues. I'm clicking it and it's nothing. It's just text. Maybe we do need to put the actual proper HTTP. Yeah. It makes me wonder about the actual YouTube command as well. Sorry about this.
It looks through for me, but maybe it's browser dependent.
Yeah, it could be browser dependent, which is a good point. Which, if that's the case, then I need to go through with all my commands and put in the www. It's not going to be just the social one. It's going to be all the... Yeah. I just realised that my phone is on noise. So sorry about this. It's the sort of thing that we... Yeah, that one's not clickable either. Okay, so it'll be browser dependent. You're on mobile. That would also make a difference. That's a good note, because I've only ever tested it on my own browser, so... Good to know. These things are important. So, thank you, Smalt. So where streaming goes, sometimes you don't realise these things until it's pointed out, and then you're like, oh yeah. So... Appreciate it very, very much. Ko-fi link on YouTube works fine. Yes, thanks, Alicia. It will, because that one is just a direct copy and paste that I chucked in there. But that's okay. We'll just go through my commands at some point, and I'll just put the www on them, and then that should convert it to a link for most browsers. No, that's all good, Alicia. We're just cleaning up some stuff in Twitch, so apologies. You will see my bot posting a few things at the moment. Hey, look, it puts it on a line. You'll see Sammy and my bot posting a few things on Twitch.
If I put Ko-fi before Discord, we might get them on separate lines each.
You may do, yeah. There's one bonus about putting in the full one. Maybe Twitch app mobile says no to YouTube's. Possibly. I mean, the app is very gimmicky. God, I had so many issues with it the other day. I love this little derpy bird face here. So yeah, I am also colouring away. So we are trying to do this blue warbler, blue tit warbler. No, Eurasian blue tit is what the bird is. I think the warbler was the other one I was looking at this morning, because oh my gosh. For science, I mean, I can grab the live one for you, Smalt, but it's weird.
Last time, promise. That's the best it's going to get.
That's absolutely fine.
It wants to split Ko-fi at the hyphen.
Yeah.
Because it's a hyphen, I guess.
It's absolutely fine, hun. It's absolutely great. Can you grab a random YouTube link for Smalt so that they can science something?
Okay.
Otherwise, I just drop my live YouTube link in there.
got some things open. I just gotta pick one now.
Something safe, please.
Of course. God. I really have quite a damaging reputation, don't I?
We love you, though. Alright, so we're going to keep using our same colours that we'll be using throughout because, of course... So, there's like this weird blue line section, and because of the derpy face, it's not going to show that well. Like, I really think their eye should be up here. Like, it's so weird that their eye is below the beak here and their eye is above the beak here. Which I suppose if the head's on an angle, it does make sense, but... Rickroll me? No! We'd never rickroll you. Right, let's keep that out and let's get our ultramarine. I wonder if it's maybe the bot posting it. I don't know. It might be something we'll investigate later. But it's good to know. So thank you for helping us test it. But yes, the link now, the whole reason this started was because... Oh, I hear myself. That's very weird. Neither work. Interesting. I wonder if it's the app, but that is how you meet it. YouTube links are so weird.
I bet it's the ampersand.
Yeah. The @ symbol. Yeah. Which is how, like, you're meant to share the YouTube links. Like, that's so weird. The user...
Yeah, but it gives Twitch a really easy way to say not our competitors.
Yeah, true. Except the YouTube link. Okay, I might have to go and find... So the way YouTube works, I learnt this from Violacious, which was so wonderful because we were talking about how to do shout-outs on YouTube. But it's not like on Twitch, you know, everyone has the username and your profile is linked to your username. YouTube, you have a user ID, which is a unique code, which is why if you first start a YouTube channel before you have, I think it's 100 subscribers, if you try to share your YouTube channel, it's literally a combination of letters and numbers because it's to do with your user ID. And then once you get a certain amount of subscribers, you can actually put your name there as a YouTube link. But it makes it really difficult. For example, if I wanted to shout out Amira or Alicia over on YouTube and Twitch to shout someone else, I can just literally go like @Smalt and I can do a shout out easily, and pulling on the name shouts out that person, their Twitch channel. Very easy. YouTube, you can't just do that because your username is not linked necessarily to your user ID and your profile. So it becomes this whole extra step that you have to do. And so I suspect it's something to do with that, and I need to go and find my user ID and share that link for the YouTube link to work in a command in Twitch. Getting very technical, but that should solve it, if that all makes sense. This is wonderful to know because we don't know about these things until they're pointed out. Because the browser that we're clicking from is working, but if it's not working in the app, which is how a lot of people watch Twitch, then it's something I need to rectify. Because I don't think you can just do youtube.com/AmyWardArt, but I think you can do youtube.com/C/AmyWardArt. I know, YouTube links are weird. But we will get it sorted. It makes me wonder about the Instagram one too, then I should check. What am I even posting for the live link on Instagram? I know it works because I tested it, because it's just a generic link. Yeah, now I've got the @AmyWard, because if I go youtube.com/@AmyWardArt/live, it should take you straight to the live channel. Yeah. Well, it's to do with the focus of each platform, because Twitch is a live streaming platform, so they focus on live streaming and community, whereas YouTube is a content platform that focuses on content. So those variations make a difference. But it's quite alright. We will get it figured out. It's just formatting the link to remove that @
How's that ugly one look?
Ugly link. But yeah, so that's my YouTube user ID.
Oh, I can check how it looks because it didn't work on my phone either.
There you go.
Oh wait, now the other one does. What? Both of them are now links, but before. Oh, hang on, before they weren't links. It might be app dependent on phone. Are you an iPhone?
Okay, @AmyWardArt no works, but the ugly YouTube link works. Okay, well, if it works, that's what we'll have in there. It's ugly, but it works.
Okay, I'll get rid of the other one.
Yes, please. And if you could update the actual YouTube command too, please. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yay! Now I don't have to sort it out after stream and then probably forget, because that's how my brain works. So yes, alphabet soup. Yep, it's an alphabet soup link. And I mean, there are ways to get those shorter link things as well and stuff like that. So, but that's just like later on worry about. For now, it works, and that's all I'm worried about. So, thank you, Small, and yes, thank you, Samsara, for helping me sort that live. How is everyone going? Let's talk no more technical background boringness. Well, we could keep talking technical background boringness if you have legit...
Don't.
Yeah. If you have legit questions about streaming.
Talk to myself quietly in the corner.
Yes, if you have questions about streaming, talk to Samsara. Now, I have a little bit of knowledge, but I will admit, Samsara and I often do help out new streamers. I can't remember at this point how many people we've set up for streaming. But we have our little areas of expertise, which is Samsara's good at like the behind the scenes OBS stuff, and then when it comes to the Twitch stuff, that's sort of my, like the front end and the look and setting up that side is more my area, which is quite handy when we work together to set people up, because we have our little things, and like Sammy gets this program sorted, I get the overlays sorted, I get like the commands and all that stuff sorted, and it's like our little, but we can do bits on each other's side, but definitely like it's good when we set each other up, because it's like, this is you, this is me, it works as a good little team. We're a good team that helps set people up.
Well, your other links look like they've got HTTP on them now, especially I need to change one, which was the Insta link.
Yeah.
And the YouTube's been updated.
Thank you so much. And then eventually we will get it so that you can also summon these in YouTube as well. Because the new bot that I will be eventually switching over to once I only have a couple more days here. I should really sit down with Sammy and figure out how to do this bot.
Yeah, it's super simple.
But
easier than logging into Streamlabs.
She says it's simple. I look at it and go, what the hell? But once this bot is connected, it will mean that if you're on YouTube, for example, and you want to bring up a link, you can also do those exclamation commands, and it will pop over on the YouTube side as well.
Cast your mind back 30 years and all computer interfaces look like that.
It's not the prettiest app, but it's a very functional bot. And we can call our bot by a username. So Wardart will actually be the one responding to you as well, which will be fun. So you'll be able to ask Water Art for all the information. I also have to make an account for Water Art.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. But yeah, it means that when you do some of the fun redeems as well, and then I can also look at doing fun redeems on YouTube so that like you over there can also do some of the fun stuff that we can do at Twitch as well. And that'll be really cool as well. So yeah, plans are in the work. It's just, it takes time and spoons, and a lot of days I just don't have spoons. Yes, we do love Sammy. She is wonderful, wonderful, and I would be very lost without her. But yes, how's everyone going today? What are we colouring? What are we working on? I was going to show you the finished forest nymph before I got distracted. Right, let's remove that little window capture. So, I finished the forest nymph. It went up on Instagram. Chris Ortega commented on it. I always love when the original artist comments on it. Forest nymph, where are you? And I got to colour in a first page in a new book for the year as well, completed. So this is our counterpart. For those that remember, we were working with the same base palettes but using different complementary. So in this one we're using the cooler tones, and in this one we used the warmer tones. I ended up going a lot more coral than pink, which was a surprise, but also I really love how it turned out with the peach. Like, peach and coral is not color combos I use a lot, but I love how it turned out. So, and there's just the tiniest amount of glitter on her belt because I had to include a little bit, so I just used a glitter gel pen so it wasn't too over the top, just a little bit. Speaking of water art, his persona has a page in Nima Sprout's book. The hedgehog is water art. Do I need to do it rainbow? Do we need to do a rainbow hedgehog? I almost pulled out the kiwi yesterday and started working on that. I'm glad I didn't, because I was just having a day yesterday and nothing was working to plan. Hedgehog, hedgehog, hedgehog. I love this. I love this colouring book so much. I almost pulled out the kiwi as well. I just got Afternoon Tea by Teresa Goodrich. Oh, that one's on the wish list. It looks really good. This one? Oh my gosh. And we could do the cloak rainbow. We could do the cloak rainbow. We could do the cloak. I don't know, it started as a joke, but hedgehogs are now Water Art's persona. Which, hedgehogs are spiky and pencils are spiky, so I agree with this. But oh, yes, we could do the cloak rainbow. Okay, maybe I won't be doing the kiwi first. Maybe I have to do that one first. Oh, goodness. I love how it turned out. Saw it on Instagram last night. Yay! Thank you. I'm very, very pleased with it. And it's fun because it is the same base palette, just different complementary. So it's neat when you look at it, like just taking that same green and brown palette, but just adding different complementary colors, green, brown, and yellow. Adding the different complementaries adds such a different effect to the page. Courtney, hello. How are you going today? Welcome in. I promise we are doing some work today. I'm in very distractible mode today. Right, where's our little image gone? Boom. How are you going today, Courtney? Welcome on in. How does a rainbow pencil have a brown persona? Because it has rainbow clothes. Exactly, Small. You got it. It makes sense. Alright, so we're going to use a little bit of our Payne's Grey. We have extreme shadows today. My lights are not quite in the right place. Is it going to completely blow me out? Just a little bit. So professionally set up today. Again, it's been a weird morning. Ooh, squirrel mode activated. Yes. Yes, we do have our little squirrel friend to finish off too. That's one area I'm not sure of the colours. So I know what we're doing for our bird. And then our bow and top hat will be purple. But yeah, our little cloak on our squirrel friend and the handbag are the two that are left to go. And then of course we've got then the dilute calico to do for the cats. Someday we'll see focus mode. Maybe not today. Like, it is the end of an injection cycle. It's, you're lucky you get me today. Yeah. Oh my god. I passed out last night. I was so exhausted and so much pain. I just was like, screw this. I went and lay down, put on a bunch of YouTube tutorials about gouache painting, and then just fell asleep. I woke up a couple of times, but yeah, it's pretty much gone. Alright, so there would be a little bit of shadow from this hat, so we do need to indicate some shadow. I should make sure I'm working at a distance, so I'm not doing the hand covering thing. Oh, good. I love you. Before you go, is there an extra energy drink in the fridge, or did you just pick
No,
up
I
two?
only got one. I'll bring another back.
Okay, do you need my card?
Yeah, sure, why not? Otherwise, can we get some? Oh. Yeah, I get them while I'm waiting for them to get my medicine, so.
Yep. No, thank you. I'm going to need another one.
Yeah.
It's one of those days.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Painting videos are the best to sleep to. They really are. I love any sort of real time where they just got the soft music and just falling asleep to it. Like, and then every once in a while, because I don't sleep solidly, like I wake up continuously. And so I'll wake up and then the paintings progress so much and I'll be like, oh, that looks really cool. And then I just immediately fall back off into driftland. And then I'll wake up again and it's progressed a little bit. So yeah, I usually do have instrumental art up. Feed me candy. We've had a candy redeem. Okay. Thank you, Small. So, we're on chocolate today because I'm out of candy except for the caramels that I need to mute the mic for in our 15-minute chew fest. So we're on candy chocolate. This is not good chocolate. This is not Whittaker's chocolate. In fact, I can show you the block because I have a block for reasons that I'm not digging into. But this is the most fabulous of chocolate. This is some of the greatest chocolate in the world. I will stand by it. It is absolutely amazing. And it's our standard everyday chocolate. Also, you know, not the prettiest of packaging. Very classic packaging though. But the gold is pretty. I do like the gold. Oh, there we go. But yes, we're just on cheap, nasty Nestle. Yeah. Terrible company. But it was cheap. It's cheap for a reason. Thank you, Smoke. Right, so the yellow of the bird is a little bit more green. I don't really want to introduce too much green. So I'm going to just add this green gold, which isn't actually green at all. It's more of a tan, more like an ochre, but it will add some contrast to our little yellow patch here at the tummy. It's not going to be an exact representation. It's going to be inspired by. But I just love the colorway. Dale and I found violet crumbles. Ooh. Now, I'll just double check, because violet crumbles are American. Not American, Australian. I'm sure that's what we call crunchies here. Yeah. It's honeycomb toffee or hokey pokey. Yeah, so we call that crunchies locally, but very, very good. They are like a caramelized toffee, but it's crispy and it kind of just crumbles and shatters into toffee dust, but not like hard toffee that you snap. More like a dry foam toffee is the only way I can describe a hokey pokey. Yeah, because what it is if you make it, it's actually really easy to make. It's sugar that's melted down, and then once it becomes a certain liquidy, you add bicarbonate soda, and the chemical reaction causes it to foam up and harden instantly. It's often done with kids as like a lava experiment. But yeah, once it goes, yeah, as honeycomb or seafoam candy. Yeah. So I think seafoam candy is another name for it. It's good though. It's really good, especially coated in chocolate. So yeah, these are a lot of things that include though that hokey pokey, because hokey pokey is a very common flavor. We have an ice cream flavor that's hokey pokey, which is literally just vanilla ice cream, but with those pieces inside it. So you get these little crispy honeycomb deliciousness in your ice cream. For some people, I'm not a fan of it, but I don't like bits in my ice cream, and that's just my choice. But I can understand the appeal of it. And if these bits in my ice cream, I want it to be softer bits. I don't want hard teeth cracking bits, because it freezes and goes very hard, and I don't like that. I do love a good vanilla ice cream though, because it's versatile. You take that good vanilla ice cream, you add in espresso, you've got an affogato, you've got like some hot chocolate powder, you've got chocolate ice cream, you've got some strawberry sauce, you've got strawberry ice cream. You got peppermint oil, peppermint ice cream. You go to a candy store on the beach side, it's seafoam candy. Inland, it's honeycomb. Ah. Yeah, we just call it hokey pokey here. So, which is much more fun to say, hokey pokey. But yes, the Cadbury do it in a bar form here. But it's weird that we call ours crunchies. Like it's a crunchy bar. And it's a hokey pokey. But in Australia, it's called violet crumble, because our crunchy hokey pokey bars, which is the exact same thing as a violet crumble, are made in Australia. So, yeah. We used to have a Cadbury factory here. It's still here. It still produces some items, but a lot more of Cadbury is actually produced over in Australia now, and it's not as good because they introduced palm oil, and that's what really got Whittaker's off the ground, because Cadbury changed their recipe and included palm oil, and everyone in New Zealand was like, oh hell no. And so Whittaker's did a big marketing campaign being like, hey, we're a Kiwi chocolate brand that's been like, it used to be sort of like your dad's chocolate brand. It used to be very considered like parent and grandparent of a chocolate, and everyone just got Cadbury's. But then they're like, hey, we're a New Zealand owned brand, and like we don't use palm oil, we're like good chocolate. Why haven't you tried us? And so everyone was like, oh, okay, let's support local. And then suddenly everyone was like, oh my god, Whittaker's is so much better. And then it just took off. I want to read that as violent crumbles. Honestly, if you get a shard of honeycomb and it's a sharp shard, it is pretty violent. So yeah, But yeah, since like Whittaker's always, it still had a place. Like peanut slabs in Whittaker's is like a real classic Kiwi treat. Again, they are an absolute classic chocolate thing, but because of that big saturation with Cadbury, it just took off, and then suddenly it was like everyone, like I know very few people who prefer Cadbury over Whittaker's. Like everyone will swear by Whittaker's, and honestly they're not that much more than like regular chocolate blocks at the supermarket. It's very similarly priced. It is a little bit more expensive, but they're also bigger blocks, and it's better chocolate. So you can also get, sorry Smolk, you're getting a couple of sneak peeks here. I have started the snack collection hunt for Smolk. You can also get these things, which is Whittaker's artisan blocks. So this is like a little multi-pack where you get like a bunch of different individual squares of the different artisan blocks. So these are thinner chocolates, but you get Marlborough sea salt and caramel brittle. So that's like a hokey pokey style one. Black Doris plum and roasted almond. So it's the Hawke's Bay, which is actually right next door to where I am right now. Same region. Yeah, sea salt caramel brittle with saffron and dark chocolate, buttermilk caramelized white chocolate, pear and manuka honey, coffee supreme dark chocolate. Like, they're really gorgeous blocks, and I just love the packaging of it too, because like it's all Kiwiana. So you can get like full-size blocks of these that are about 100 grams, but you can also get this mix pack, which is great because then I get to send a bunch of flavors. So yeah, I haven't finished getting everything, but I did get those two when we went to pick up the Ethernet cord, because I knew those two were coming over to you. You are excited for your box? I am excited for your box. I am planning on going in and getting the last few bits tomorrow, because tomorrow's injection day, so I will be moving. So the last little hunt should be tomorrow, and then I should be able to get it on its way tomorrow as well. And if not, if for some reason I can't get to it tomorrow, then it will be, like, I'll at least collect everything tomorrow and I'll post it when I get back home. But ideally we'll get it out to you tomorrow as well. It's a very pretty packaging as well, and it's just a very, I see a kiwi. What lizard is that? Yes, so you see a kiwi and you see a fantail, bees, because manuka honey. The lizard up here will be a tuatara. A tuatara, which is a New Zealand lizard. I can't tell you anything about them, but they're kind of cool. You see an owl. See the Parliament building, cows, because of course the Nikau palms. What else have we got? We've got a Kofi. No, got Kofi in the brain. Coffee. Yellow. Is white. Yellow. Fiddle is red. Kakaiki green. This is how I have to remember the colours, is to sing the song from primary school. God, I can't remember. It's like, it means yellow though. It's like Kowhia. Kofi. Sorry, I'm having a blank on my terraria today. But they are beautiful yellow flowers that are often eaten by tui birds, which is a gorgeous bird based here in New Zealand. Yeah. Kiwiana. I'm such a good representation of Aotearoa. I'm trying. I have signed up to do Māori this year. I'm just waiting for confirmation of the courses and stuff like that, because yeah. Words are hard. Thank you. Yes. I will do my best. We're having a day. It's okay. We're here. We showed up. We're putting in the effort. Right. Purple. I don't have to think. I have a list for this, so I didn't have to think. No, not 137. Not 141, we want 247. I feel like that's a nub. Because I was like, I should have ordered a spare of this one, but then I didn't actually use a lot of purple, so we're okay. I've got 249. Oh wait, no, we're in the wrong colour section. 247. I wrote 247, but it's 249. No, I did write 249, that's the blue. I'm getting confused here. I'm confusing myself. Oh my goodness. 249 and 138. Amy! Due for injection, Amy! There's a lot that goes into a day like today. It took up. I'm still glad. I'm glad that I managed to go live. Again, getting the replacement cord has helped a lot. Because, yeah, the cord that we were using was fritzing anyway. I think it had just become damaged and broken. Because it was like, it just reached the router. And I think it was just like not working anymore. I think it just got knocked one too many times. And then, like I said, YouTube only works on the Ethernet. It will not work on the Wi-Fi. So I had to stop that one. And then even on the Wi-Fi, when I got rid of the Ethernet cord altogether and just tried the Wi-Fi, even then we were dropping left and right and center. Like, the internet was just not having it, which is a shame because I was like really hoping to finish this last time. But that's okay. It happens. I just put my shadow on the wrong side there because this side would have more shadow because we've got a top down and side shadow. Good job, Amy. Yeah. Be kind. Brain is doing its best. Thank you. Yes, I should be kinder to myself. It is doing its best. It does a lot these days, you know? These days, sometimes it's legit. We just get through the day. We just get through the day to injection. But yes, thank you for the self-love reminder, because we should. We're always so good at saying to other people, like, no, don't talk negative about yourself. Be kind, yada, yada, yada. I know I'm great at doing it because I will. You know, it's like, you're talking negative about my friend and I care about my friend. Don't talk about my friend that way to them because they're talking about themselves that way. But then when it comes to yourself, you're just like, ugh. It's like, no, we should speak with the same sort of kindness to ourselves that we speak about others because we also deserve it. My body is doing its best, and that's all we can ask from it today. Right, I'm going to use a little bit of that dark blue and just shade in our darker areas with the dark blue as well. Just because, again, we don't have our uber light purple, so we'll make it work. We can glaze over everything with another layer of purple. Bring everything together, working very, very lightly. Why I love polys, because you can just layer and layer and layer. And we'll use our Payne's Grey. I love the little top hat on this guy. I love the fact that the bird is a hat and it's wearing a hat. It's hat section, and it makes me very happy. Alright, so the wings were a little darker around the edges, so we'll just amplify our darkness. And I've done the tail a bit dark on the join there, but that's okay. Again, it's not going to be an exact representation, it's just very inspired by the colours of this bird because it's the perfect colours. Hat, birds, bird, hat. There's a tongue twister. Hat, birds, bird, hat. Hats, birds, birds, hat. Hats, birds, birds. Oh my gosh. Hat, birds, bird, hat. Hat, birds, bird, hat. Try saying it fast. It's a tongue twister. It is very much a head spinner, BD. That is a very appropriate emote. There we go. I like that. Like, again, I know it's not perfect, but we're not going for exact here. I really like the colours though. Like, that was a good choice for colours. That blue and yellow mix. Very pretty. So I'm just going to take our lightest yellow and we're just going to blend up a little bit, and that will give our little green as well. Those little touches of green without introducing green. And just blend our feathers together. And yes, we have lost a bit of the white, but I'm okay with that. I like it. Right. Just in case I want to do this again, let's track our colours, because that's what this colour track is for. So of course we have our 181, our 247, our 249, which I'm going to chuck down here. One, 8, 1, 2, 4, 7, 120. This is 146, and then we used a little bit of grey. This is 272. Itchy nose. This is 183. That'll be 106, and then we've got 205. Itchy nose. 101 for white. And then 249 and 138. Yes, ads are literally just about to start, so that's perfect timing, Smolt. So we do run hourly ads on the Twitch channel, and it is also timed to be our self-care time. So for me, it's going to be stretching. It's going to be some water, which is exactly what Smolt redeemed, which is fantastic. But I need to ask you, have you looked after yourself this hour? Have you had some water? Do you need to have a stretch? Do you need to go and get a snack from the kitchen? Have you taken your meds? Very important. I'm due my next ad break. What do you need to do some self-care for yourself this hour? Because that's why we do this. We put our pencils down for 3 minutes and we stretch and we do some self-care. So I hope you'll join me in doing some self-care and looking after yourself today. Do you have washing in the machine? Need to run the dishwasher? What do you need to do to look after yourself? But yes, ads will begin any second on Twitch, and I'm going to begin this stretch and hydration. There it is, right there. Oh my god. Oh, I just dropped my pillow. Oh. Whew. Cold water. Cold water is so good. Okay. I'm also going to apply some deep heat. I'm wondering if for the squirrel, we also do dark purple for his coat, his cape. And then for the handbag, we could actually do white and do a little bit of a blue floral pattern on there. Got about a minute left of stretches. Alright, we're just going to do some feet and shoulders because I need to sit down again. Oh, hit my walking frame. Right here, good little armrest. And there we go. Welcome back, everybody, from Adland. Thank you so much to those of you who went through to Adland for us. I hope you managed to do a little bit of self-care for yourself and, you know, look after yourself a little bit there. Bird plus hat. So what I am thinking, let's get rid of this image source now because we don't need our bird little reference. What I am thinking is we could repeat the purple down here for the cloak, and then for the handbag itself we could actually do that white, but then also include like a little bit of a blue floral pattern on there, just so it like coordinates without being just plain blue. And then like the hardware, maybe we could do that like goldy, metallic-y. I think I've got the right colours, so I could pull off a bit of a gold for our little bag here. Maybe even do a bit of a different colour on the band or something. That could be quite pretty. And then it's not just like plain fabric, you know? Because I like the clothes colours, but they are very plain. Just realised how far away my microphone is. So sorry. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go for a white and then do like a little bit of a blue floral pattern. Just a simple blue floral. Am I adding more detail to an item that doesn't technically need more detail? Yes. Am I going to do it though? Yes. So, start off by creating our shadows. So I am just going in with warm grey free for now. I will darken shadows later on. I just want to sketch out where we're going first. So there would be a very distinct cast shadow under the hardware. Be right back. Need to make a phone call. All good, Alicia? lightly with our Payne's Grey. So we can just darken the shadows as needed. Ooh. Twitch chat glitched on you? Rude indeed. Yeah. Oh, the sparkly emotes. Small Town Issues Library is closed on Mondays. Oh, no. Of course, it is Monday for... It is Tuesday here. But, yes. It is a pain when something that you need is closed, but also... It's the way it goes sometimes. It is quite amazing when I go to like a bigger town and it's like things that are open 24/7 or like open very, very late, and it's like, oh wow. I live in, I guess you'd call it a mid-sized town. It's definitely not a large town. It's larger than where I currently am. But where I currently am actually has a dedicated art store and gaming store and comic book store and has some really cool stores that we just don't have. Look at all those emotes playing. Oh, it looks like the unicorn octopus is filling up the cups of coffee. With magical dust. Magical flavor enhancement. Alright. So we are going to go simple for these flower designs, but one of the reasons why I wanted to get the shadows in place first is it'll help me figure out the folds, because of course we're kind of working around folds. So we're not doing overly detailed, I just want to put a little bit of a pattern on here. Crimson Mauve, how are you? This is so cute. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I love that wave emote. That is so good. I was going to make Prince of the Wing books for the dragon. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good choice, Alicia. Actually, I have a Winglings one to work in too. Should see that for dragons. I still have not made any progress on my dragon page. I did edit the YouTube video, but because of it... Oh, I'm doing it again. Because of where I've been working, like I coloured a lot of it like this, so my hand covers a lot of what I'm doing. But then also, like, it was the first thing I recorded and I wasn't so conscious of the shaky cam. So I'm in two minds about putting it up because, like, it's not the greatest because my hand's covering so much of what I'm doing, and then it's got the shaky cam, and I'm just like, do I even bother putting it up. Like, it's edited, it's ready to go, because I made myself edit it, and then I was just reviewing it, and I was like, yeah, nah, I don't know. So I might just not put that out, which means technically I have nothing for this week for YouTube, but I'd rather put out something that's a better quality than rush, just put that through, because I have nothing to put up, because I do want to focus on making better content. How are you doing? Cold but good. Same. I have rain, cold weather. Well, it seems like everyone else has snow. Not here in New Zealand, Crimson. We have heat waves. Don't trust the fact I'm wearing a blanket hoodie, because I asked Sammy to keep the... Oh, YouTube is buffering. I have nothing my end, but let me just double check that. Alicia, we are all good my end. It's not my internet this time. Everything's going good my end. Everything's telling me I'm okay. Was your internet dropped? Okay. No, that's not great, but relief. Oh goodness, I did not want a repeat of last time. You're good? Good to know, Amira. I just looked at the weather app. It's 1 Celsius and a chance of snow. Ooh, small. Ooh, that sounds cold. Ugh. You're in California. Oh my goodness. Yes, I am based in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and it is the middle of summer here. So it is hot and muggy. I am in a very cold air-conditioned room though, and I feel the cold very easily. But I also really love wearing blanket hoodies, so it's fine by me. So we can blast the aircon to keep Sammy comfortable, and then I can also be cozy and warm and just rock a blanket hoodie, which is what I wanted, because cozy. Blanket hoodies are comfortable. I love blanket hoodies. I really do. Like, I don't need fancy dresses. I just need blanket hoodies. I want more blanket hoodies. Alright. So I'm not colouring the inside because that's like the back of the fabric. So we might even put like a tint of a colour in there, like the purse is lined or something. But what I'm thinking as well is let's do some purple flowers or little purple marks or something. I don't know, let's just add to this bag. You know, let's have fun with the bag. I'm also jealous of Maine. I don't like California. Blanket hoodies are the best. They're so good. They're so comfy. The instant I got my first one, I was like, this is my new aesthetic. This is all I will be wearing. And it is. I practically live in blanket hoodies. They're just perfect, though. I'm having wine, so everything is good. I love that for you, Amira. Do make sure you hydrate, but also love that for you. It's been cold. We have a foot of snow. It can mess up our internet at times. I could imagine. Yeesh. I don't get snow where I live. So I'm based in Taranaki, which is like in the North Island of New Zealand, and we have a mountain in the centre of our region, Mount Taranaki, also called Mount Egmont by the European settlers, but we all call it by its Māori name, which is Mount Taranaki. And like it occasionally gets covered in snow, but because it's literally like let's find an area that's not covered in notes. So this is a very bad approximation of the North Island. Very, very bad. Geography wasn't my strong suit. Never was geology. Very, very bad approximation. You can't even see it. Basically, in the North Island, like, there's this bit here, and then there's like another island down here, and then there's like a triangle down here. That's New Zealand. Taranaki is this bit off the side here, and then like right in the center of this pokey out bit is a mountain. and that's literally like if you take an aerial view of Taranaki, there's like a perfect circle because there's like protected land from the tip of the mountain going out, so it's like this perfect circle of like bush, and then farms. It's really kind of interesting to look at aerially. But we also have ocean all around here. So, like, literally in 2 hours, you can go from surfing to snowboarding. It's one of the big features of Taranaki is that you can surf and snowboard in the same day. But because we're also right on sea level here, and then we've got the sharp elevation for the mountain, we don't get snow because we're right on the sea. Doesn't California also have wildfire season and earthquakes? Yeah. We also... Earthquakes aren't fun. We have those here too, because of course we're on the Ring of Fire. I'm in Montana. Weather isn't nice here. Oh my goodness. Now, for the non-American who doesn't know geography, is Montana like middle, outer? Is it like up, down? I know where Maine is. I know where Alabama is. And then it's New York that's on the opposite side. No, wait. New York's that side. It's LA that's that side, right? They're opposites. My American knowledge. And I know Texas is the biggest one, and it's kind of it's at the bottom, and it's somewhere in the middle near the bottom. And then you have the two that aren't connected because you've got Alaska and Hawaii. Montana is on the west north. Not near a coast. Okay, cool. Next to the Canadian border. Okay, so you're up the top though. Okay. All I know is the more up the top you are, the more snowy you are, and the more down the bottom you are, the warmer you are. It does blow my mind though, like the size of the USA and like people who have never seen the ocean because they live landlocked. And like, as you know, New Zealand is an island. We are free islands. I mean, we're a cluster of islands. These extra islands that also fall under New Zealand's banner. But main New Zealand, as people know of it, is free islands, the north, the south, and Chatham. They do have Māori names. I don't know how to pronounce them. But like, I think if you're right in the center of the South Island, because of it takes 8 hours to get to the ocean, but that's because of like trekking down hills and windy back roads and stuff like that. Like most people live at most a couple of hours from the ocean, and most of our cities are based on the ocean. So yeah, it's like kind of mind-boggling to me. But also like it's very much a size thing. Like when you can start thinking about countries in terms of the size of New Zealand, it's like, oh wow, because like you can travel. It still takes time to travel around the country. Like it still takes 12 hours or so to drive, 12 to 14 hours to drive from the top of the North Island to the bottom of the North Island, and then it still takes like another 14 or so hours to do the top of the South to the bottom of the South. So it's not like we're tiny, like it's still going to take you time to travel around New Zealand. But when you start thinking about, you know, multiple days to drive across a country, absolutely mind-boggling for tiny New Zealand. We have a foot of snow right now and had negative 33 Fahrenheit a week ago. Oh, I've been seeing all the videos of people in like, I think it's in like northern Canada where it's like -40 and -50, and like they'll step outside with a cup of water and then throw the water into the air, and it's freezing like mid-throw because it's so cold. That's just incredible. Parts of Idaho I went through were just like farm hills, but it is pretty. Lots of mountains around us. Mountains are pretty though. A fun fact, the mountain where I live, Mount Taranaki, apparently is a good duplicate for Mount Fuji. So, The Last Samurai, I think the movie is called. It's got Tom Cruise in it, I think. And Billy Connolly. They filmed that in my local park. Because movies are a big thing here in New Zealand. We have quite a prevalent film industry. And that is thanks to Lord of the Rings. Have to admit, I hate fire season here. Yeah, fire seasons are scary. We are in fire watch at the moment, and we're in water restrictions as well because of the heat and the lack of rain. Alright, I like our little bag and I like the little pattern on it. It just takes it a bit more than just being like a plain bag, you know? You know, it's like, it feels like a grandma purse and I kind of dig that. Feels like, you know those old style knitting bags? That's what it reminds me of. So we'll do gold for the hardware. I was going to do purple, but if we're going to do purple here, it's a lot of repeating purple. So maybe we do pink. Maybe we do pink for the strap. We'll come back to the strap. So I'm just going to track this separately because it's going to be a few colours for gold. So I know we'll need our Payne's Grey because of course we do. Blue. Blue. Our purple. And then our greys. Alright, so Payne's Grey can stay out because we're going to keep using that one. So we've got 120. I'm actually looking really forward to putting away all these pencils. It was so nice when I finished the nymph and I could actually put away pencils. It's like, a few less in the tray. 138, and then I think it's 272 and 273. No, 272 and 271. 271, 101. Bag, fabric. Right. Fire season's not great at all. I have never been close enough to one where I need to be evacuated, but I recently moved into an area where I may have to if it happens. Yeesh. That sounds scary. I hope you have a go bag ready then, or just something ready, because you know if they have to take you right then and there, like you want to be able to go. You don't want to be able to stand around and gather all the important stuff. So I hope it's like, I hope you're prepared for it, basically. It is why I am organising a hospital bag, so that if it happens, I am prepared. Alright, and dark sepia. Yep, gotta be prepared. Love to hear that. Alright, so here's our gold colours, which is a surprising amount of brown. Not really that surprising, because one of the things with metallics is contrast, like everything else we do. So, I actually find it easier to start with like a mid-brown when it comes to gold. I'm still working on like my metallic technique. And then it will be curvature like that. So what I kind of do is I just follow the curvature of the item and just create like sections, I guess. So that will be a dark down there. Also try to leave like a little space in between the edges, which gets very hard on tiny objects. Metallic straps or fabric straps. I'll come back to that. And then we start trying to blend out, but blend out more to one side. Ooh, I need you much sharper. We need a very fine tip here. I have entirely missed that section down there. Good job, Amy. Nope, you need sharpening too. Oh, apologies for headphone wearers there. Whew. Oh, you know when like a sneeze is so powerful it shakes your insides? Whew. You're just hanging out and doodling. Love that for you, Crimson. Thank you. Oh, goodness me. And Jester, hello. Thank you for redeeming the good vibes. I hope everybody is feeling good vibes today. I am going to also redeem something because we have a new redeem called Unleash the Robots that for some reason Twitch made 248 points, which just cracks me up. So it actually gives me a massage with my massage gun. But it also makes me talk like a robot, so that's the side effect of it, is that you get robot voice for a couple of minutes. It shakes everything and I talk like a robot, so enjoy Robot Amy for a couple of minutes. We had created this redeem last time because it was cracking everyone up about the robot voice, but also the massage gun is really good when my back is spasming, so it's moving. Get back in place. There we go. So yeah, it shakes me so violently that even my glasses bounce on my face. Don't freak out, your sound is absolutely fine. This is entirely because of the massage gun. But yes, now you can give me a massage essentially, but also make me talk like a robot for a couple of minutes. Need a Robot Amy emote? Oh, I think I'm out of emote slots, but yes, I will add it to the list. I might need to look at switching some around, because I also need a walking frame zoomies emote. And a wiggle emote. Although Ward Art kind of works as a wiggle emote, but we need an Amy wiggle emote. I also need to get my emotes up on YouTube. But yes, welcome in, Jester. How are you going today? I hope all is going well. So now we've got our colours in place, we just focus on creating like softer blends and just intensifying the contrast. Mostly making sure that we've got like anywhere it's meant to be blended is soft blend, and then anywhere it's meant to be a harsh edge is harsh. Has the meds been happy? Oh yes, I hope they have been, Jester. No, don't you roll away. Only problem with circular pencils. Alright, so we're going to make sure we go over everything with our bright yellow. Because we're going to add our sharp white highlights back in. There we go. I think I've got it in place now. It seems to be holding, so I think we're good. I went to the doctor today, got my ear checked before we got close. Oh no. If it... Oh god, it moved again. If it helps you out, Jester. But yeah. I hope it helps. Ear infections or, you know, never fun. Party code. Great, you are not my wife. No, you're the new white. Here's the old white. think this is the running out white. It's okay. We don't need much white. We just want to get our sharp highlights in here. Aero pictures are the worst. Yeah. I've only had one and it was awful, so I can only imagine. The worst of it hit on Thursday. I tell people that meet you. Oh, yeah, that's not cool, Jester. Like, oh, sorry. Yeah, I hope somebody did, because you have to look after. It's wonderful to be a support person. It's wonderful to help look after others, but you have to be able to also look after yourself. Oh, my nose is running. Alright. I like that. I like that a lot. And I think we can take our friend away now. Oh. I have returned. I am no longer a robot. So yeah, there is our gold hardware. So I will track our gold colours because that's what we're doing. And then I'm going to do the purple of the squirrel's cape. And then we might go back and it'll become obvious what our colours are going to be for the straps of the bag, the little extra section. Actually, I didn't actually use the white, but I did use plus white Posca bag hardware. Right, so we want our mauve, our violet, our Paids grey, and our Indifferine blue. And then our white. Because we don't have a peel. And we start, as per usual, with our shadows. Oh goodness. Well, I hope the medication helps and they can figure out what's going on. I'm glad you finally went to the doctor about it, because it definitely needed to be checked out. So, sending all the good vibes to you, hon. dark purple for underneath and for our shadows. Home stretch, y'all. Like, once we get these 2 little extra bits done, we've just got the cats left to go. Like, we really are on the home stretch here. Yes, I agree. Whenever I start getting very unwell, it's usually because my body needs a rest. So please do listen to your body and rest up. Hopefully a colouring book will arrive soon for you to make you sit down and just relax for a while. Don't be like, go to the hospital, Amy. Exactly. I'm trying to be better and more self-conscious of it this year. Like, for example, there's meant to be a meeting that I'm meant to be attending tonight, but it's also, the worst possible time of my schedule for it because it's the end of my injection cycle. So I said to them, I am a maybe because I am trying not to schedule anything on these days now. It's one of my big things is I'm not scheduling any meetings or commitments on the final day of my injection cycle. Because this day is usually the worst possible day. I mean, it's for Yes and this year I've actually completely stepped away from Yes and, which, well, not completely, like I'm still there, I'm still part of the planning team and whatnot, but I am not being the head of mods, which is very, very strange to not be the head of the mod team. There are 2 people overtaking my job, which says a lot when there's 2 people doing the job I used to do. But yeah, after last year and being hospitalized like the week before because of the stress and then the additional damage that was caused because of the flare up of it, and I just was like, not this time. Not this time. I can't do that again. So, yeah. King, hello! Get that stream streak. 15 stream streak while I'm out and busy. Heck yeah. I've downloaded Moonlighter? Ooh. Ruby might have played it. I don't remember. I know right now she's playing Dave the Diver. I've been thoroughly enjoying that. And of course Hades. But it's entirely possible because she does play a lot of really interesting games. But yes, I have a need now for Dave the Diver. And I've been watching Jules play Dreamlight as well, and I'm like, oh. But I'm not letting myself get Dreamlight because Dreamlight I can see myself sinking into and spending a lot of time on. But it has that Animal Crossing vibes, but with missions, which is one of the things I get frustrated by Animal Crossing, is once you reach a certain point, you just wandering around aimlessly and just decorating your island, and that's sort of fun, but it's not always the funnest part to me. But then it also has that Sims decorating style, and I was like, okay, so if something happens, again, I'm not saying it is, but the way my brain works, because we like to be prepared, I'm aware that, if I have a bad fall and something happens and I can't colour for a while, but I still would want to, you know, keep up stream content and stuff like that. But it's like, well, maybe we try some left-handed challenges, but also, like, I'm not going to be able to art if something happens. Like, if I have a bad fall and I break something, we're out for several weeks. And it's like, well, Dreamlight would be when I would purchase Dreamlight, because then it's like, okay, well, I've got several weeks, and it gives me that creativeness in a different sense. Because when I had my first arthritic flare-up, the really, really bad one that ended up hospitalizing me and got me the diagnoses, and I could not move my hand, but I could control the mouse, and that was why I played Sims, because it gave me that creativeness, because I could build houses, tell stories, and that was how I got through when I couldn't colour, because I knew, like, when it started happening and I was going to have to wait so long to see specialists and stuff like that, I knew one of the big things for me mentally to keep well was that I needed to be creative, and it stopped me doing my obvious creativeness. So I was like, okay, what else can I look at in terms of creativity? And so Sims was one of the things that I did, because it was a way to be creative while not having to hold a pencil. I could just use my mouse and a keyboard, because I could still type with a couple of fingers and I could still hold a mouse. So that's what I'm sort of viewing with Dreamlight, is I may end up getting it eventually, but it's also going to be a good one if I ever have a situation like that again, where I have a bad flare and I have to take a couple of weeks off, or if I have a fall, and it's like, okay, cool, we've got this option here that I could then sink into for a couple of weeks. Yeah, Sims is good. I haven't brought any packs for a while. I did buy a few packs again when I was using it during the flare up, because again, it was how I was getting through it, so I just viewed it as a necessary expense. But every once in a while I'll go back and play a little bit, but yeah, I don't play a lot of video games. Like, genuinely, I'm not a big gamer. I do like cozy gaming. Like, I'll get into something for a while. Like, we had a big run of Stardew, and Stardew is fun. I love it. But then I'm just like, I'm kind of sick of gaming. So that tends to be, I'll get into a game for a while, I'll play it for a while, and then I get bored. I very rarely finish a game. And I'm not someone that feels the need to 100% a game. The only game that I have legit 100%ed, actually no, that's a lie, there's a couple of them, because when I was on a lot of antipsychotic medication, couldn't sleep a lot, I used to play a lot of video games then too. So there were a couple of games then that I did 100%, which was Jade Empire, Knights of the Old Republic, and then the other one that I have 100%ed is Detroit Become Human. And that was on my old PlayStation account. And all of those are narrative story games, so you can replay them and play different choices of the story, and you get a whole new game. So, yeah. I think maybe some Lego games back in the day too, I 100%ed. Yeah, Stardew is a really good chill sort of game. Right, I am right with my suspicion of the purple over here. It's going to be too much purple, so we are going to do pink for this band. Squirrel cloak. So let's find our pinks in here. And then I suppose technically I could actually put away a bunch of these pencils and really just clear up the case, because it will be just the kitties. And like, we won't have a need for the pink, purple or blue or the well, no, we might use a little bit of greens in the eyes and stuff like that. So I suppose technically I could actually clear out some of these if I wanted to. Dark or light? I think we're going to go dark. I think we're going to take inspiration from the shorts, which actually means I've pulled the wrong colours because it uses a bunch of browns. It actually starts off with our browns and then has the red as a shader on top. Oh, and we're like 2 minutes away from an ad break. I was just thinking I'm just about due for pain meds as well, which I am. Yes. So yes, we are about to head to our next ad break. So take this opportunity to have a little think. What do you need to do some self-care? Do you have to take pain meds or medication? Do you need something to eat? Do you need to stretch? Do you need to hydrate? It's been an hour since I last asked you this. Have you had a little movement? Have you looked away from the computer screen or the tablet screen or the phone screen? Do a little check-in because it's very easy to lose many an hour while watching a stream. I'm going to actually use my walking frame and just do a little bit of a zoomie. Do some wiggles. You should probably be in an extender. You need an extender. Great. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Snooze the ad quickly because we've had raiders. Yazzie? Yazai? Oh my goodness. YZAI creates. Hello. Welcome in, raiders. How are we going today? How was your stream? What were you up to? Welcome on in. We were literally just about to go to an ad break, but we'll snooze that for a couple of minutes so that you don't just immediately get stung with an ad. I was animating for a reanimated project. Ooh. Ooh. I jumped in because this art is awesome. Thank you so much. It is a colouring page that we have been colouring very, very slowly. Thank you for doing the shout out, mods. Appreciate you. Yes, this is line art by an artist called Kanoko Egusa, and we have been very slowly colouring this in for a couple of weeks now. We are on the home stretch with it. But yes. Lovely soft colours. Thank you. Yes, just lots of gentle layers built up over time with our polychromos pencils. But yes, animating sounds really, really interesting. If you have like an Instagram link or something you want to drop so we can check you out as well, absolutely feel free to drop that in because that would be wonderful to check out. And for all our new friends that have joined us, kia ora. My name is Amy. As you heard, I am working on a colouring page, and that's what we do here. We colour in adult colouring books and just turn them into gorgeous little worlds where we want to live. I'm based in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and we do take early ad breaks on the channel because I have an autoimmune arthritic condition, and if I don't move every hour, it hurts. So as much as I hate doing like you've just come in and we're going to an ad section thing, it is something we are just about due for, and we do these ad breaks every hour because we also really encourage self-care on the channel. So if you need a moment to grab like a bathroom break, a snack, medication, I've got to take some medication and do some zoomies on my walking frame. You have a YouTube channel? Fantastic. And excellent. We'll check that out a bit later on. Smoke doing all the self-care things. Perfect. And so is it Wise? I see the capitalization now. So is it Wise Creates? Am I pronouncing that right? I have a thing about names and not being very good at pronouncing them. Wise. Okay, perfect. Yes, if you need to do a raid and run, because I know often like we raid out at the end of streams because we're tired, we're done. So if you need to do a raid and run, that's absolutely understandable. Or if you need to do some self-care and lurk for a minute to do some post-stream care, absolutely please do. Because, you know, again, self-care. Self-care is important. But yes, apologies for the like raid and ads, but it is the way it goes sometimes. And again, I have to do some self-care. I really need some medication. So I'm going to get my pain meds going. I'm going to get this ad started, and we're going to do some stretches and some wiggles. Make sure you do some self-care. Do you need to put washing on? Do you need to do dishes? Again, snack, hydration, medication. What else? What else self-cares can you do? Do you have phone messages you need to check, or a phone call that you have to make, or are you comfortable? Do you need to add clothes or remove clothes? Have you got socks on? Socks are very important. Socks are very cozy. Anyway, let's get this ad started, and I'm going to do some stretches. Ooh. Thank you, Wise. Again, self-care. We love it. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, wiggly emotes time. Medication. The easy medication in the jar that's easy to tip out rather than the hard ones that are hard to pop out of the trays. Oh, there's a crack. We are getting there though, like, that's the bag essentially done. I might just put a layer of white over it, but the bag is done. So we're up to the kitties. We're up to our final step. got about 30 seconds of wiggles remaining. Oof. Alright, we also need to hydrate. And not just because it's self-care, but also Smalt reminded us. And welcome back, everybody, from the ad break. Thank you for going to Adland for us. I hope you had a good self-care break and you got what you needed. So we're just going to do a little layer of white over here. The polychromos white is essentially translucent and really more of a blender. It doesn't actually do a lot, but it does slightly pastelize. So we're just going to add a layer of the white just to take down the intensity just a little bit. And there's our person. So, the big part. We're up to the cats. Now, I can get rid of our bird, because we're done with the bird. I did bring up some cat references of the dilute calico that we were looking at. Alright, I want open image in a new tab. You're gonna be tiny? You're gonna be tiny. Of course you are. Open image in a new tab. And you're a little bit more reasonable. Alright. And then... oh. I didn't say that you could switch like that. Oh wait, no, you are just matching the ratio of the picture. Okay, I understand now. I understand, OBS. You are actually doing a good thing. Alright, we can bring this right in. So this is what we're going for with the cats, is this dilute calico. So as you can see, they are a gorgeous pastel calico, which means that it will tie in with a lot of the colors that we've already used, because instead of being like a gray or a black, we've got that really dark gray brown, similar to what we've used throughout. The orange is more of a peachy orange, so we are going to pull on our terracottas, but doing it in a much lighter version. And then the white is the greys that we've done, so we're going to keep that light. And then the yellows in the eyes is sort of like the greens and the yellows that we've used around. So we will be able to tie in those existing colours. As you know, I love to reuse colours where I can. So we'll be able to do that with this cat choice. So just so it's not tiny on my phone, on my screen, I'm also just going to pull it up on my phone. Look, there's the exact same image there. Fantastic. And So we'll start with our eyes. In fact, we're going to start by just doing a little bit of a clear out. I'm not going to put them away properly, but I am just going to move them off to the side because, like, there may be areas where we need to bring in a bit of pink or a bit of blue or, you know, we won't just jump the gun and get rid of the colours altogether, but we will just make a little pile on the side there of the pinks and the purples because we're not likely to use those again. So, if we start with the eyes, so looking at the image, they have like, almost like where this ring has been put in, they have a yellow and then it goes into a green with a black center. Now, Kanoko has done rounded eyes as opposed to cat eyes. So, I wonder if we take inspiration, we actually add in a pupil. And we make that ring that is there a more of a highlight ring. If that takes away from the cuteness, or if we just shade with the entire center as black. I think I like this way better. I think we are going to draw in our own pupils. So let's just make sure these match in size, because those are nowhere near the same. There's my brush. Decisions! Yeah. Decisions are the worst. I don't want to make decisions. Except there will be a few decisions on here because we also have to work out the placement of all the calico patches. And, you know, it would be a lot easier if we were just colouring the cats one colour. But, nah. Just the context, we'll colour that. Yeah, no, I definitely prefer having the actual cat eye in there as opposed to the big circular. Just be dark. All right, let's commit to this. I may not be quietly cursing Mr. Cat and Bang because what a lie. Right? Have you also noticed the other problem with the page? I discovered it yesterday and it kind of just put me into a loop and threw me out. So Smalt and I are buddy colouring on this page. This gorgeous page from Magical Earth. Over here, the edge of the pot ends with this wooden thing here. You'd be like, okay, well, maybe it's just background, or, you know, this is solid, except the pattern that is already on here is the same pattern as the pot that's behind it. And it's like, what? It confused me so much. So I've just drawn in bushes there, and I'm going to turn it into bushes. But it was like, oh, when I found it, it was just like, nah, I'm done. It took me so long just to do this little bit yesterday. And then I was just like, I can't sit at this desk anymore. Not just yesterday, but yeah, just trying to do little bits at a time and just be like, yeah, nah, I can't do it. So that's as far as we got, which is not very far at all. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get our kitties done today, but if I don't finish the kitties, or if I just get it to a certain point, I may even finish them off stream, just so we can start a new piece on Friday, because like if we only have a little bit left to go. But yeah, if the back keeps on spasming, I'm gonna have to go and lie down again. I've done a couple hours, which has been pretty good. I like to normally do 4 hours per stream though, because I feel like it's a good amount of time to get a bunch done. Alright. So, Pink, you can move over there. I'm not going to question the page too hard, I just want to splash colours around. That's a valid move. It's still a really gorgeous page, but yeah, sometimes you just want to do stuff. I figure if the center pot is broken in the front, it's broken in the back. Yeah, that was another thought I had too, but my brain just was like, I'm not happy with this, so I just customized it and added in a bush. But you know, you make it your own. So it's probably meant to be broken, but my brain was like, I do not compute. Like, that's okay, brain. We will change this. So, we're going to use our darker golden around the edges here. Then we're going to... Oh, no, still got one more. And we're going to bring in some bright gold. And don't worry about the black ring that's in there, because I have a plan. I can really only stream for 2 hours at a time before I feel the need to launch off and do something out. Yeah, 2 hours is a good amount of time, and I do see a lot of people who do 2 hours. Like, I have no qualms stopping if I have to swap because of my back. I do just aim for 4. I like 4. 4 works for me. I feel like in 4 I get a good amount done. I'm saying some days I go longer. I mean, God, I've done, what, 18-hour streams? 18? Is that my longest? I can't remember. Sundays I can go for really long amounts of times as well. On Tuesday and Friday streams, I have work. So that's a big part that stops me, is that I do have to stop for work. And I do like to have a rest before I go into work, so I work from home, but like logging into the platform. So a big thing is that I will also stop and have, you know, some downtime before I jump into the work platform. So I start at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays and Fridays New Zealand time, and I aim to finish at 2 p.m. and then that gives me enough time to stop, have some food, have a nap before I log into work at 4:30. So that's kind of my usual, but that's what works for me, and that doesn't mean it's right. Like, what works for you as a streamer is what is right. Yeah. Like, my stream schedule, like, Tuesday and Friday, 10 a.m. New Zealand time. Now, for the Kiwis that follow me, those times don't work at all, because most people are working. And it's like, well, this is, like, silly timing. But it works out great for the Americans. It works out great for my international audience, and it works out great for me because, as you heard, I start work at 4:30 p.m. So, like, doing a night stream isn't valid for me because I work nights. So I do day streams, and it's what works for me, and I am consistent in my times working at these times. So it's all about finding what works for you. And I mean, I do have done shorter streams when I've had tech difficulties, or like my back or body has been too sore because of my arthritis, or I've been unwell. Like, we've skipped streams. It's what happens. It's a part of streaming. It's just finding what works for you. Yeah. And that's it. Exactly, Crimson. You got to find what works for you. It's not about finding that perfect time, because there is no perfect time. There is finding what works for you, and if you can be consistent at a time, people will remember that. And so, like, now it's like I'm knowing Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays 10 a.m. It's knowing that that's my stream time. And I've got friends who are like, oh no, I can't stream at that time because it's Amy's stream time. I'm like, yes you can. You know, you're never going to be able to find a time to stream when no one else is streaming. So yes, absolutely, still stream. But yeah, I won't be able to join in because I will be streaming myself, as you know. And then it also makes it consistent for the viewers, because you all know Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, 10 a.m. New Zealand time, Amy streams. Makes it good. I watched one of your 9-hour streams. I'm so glad. I am really loving the fact now, with the fact I can multi-stream to YouTube, I don't have to put up the VODs, because the VODs auto get posted after I'm finished. So that's really nice as well to have that. I was going to look at putting the VODs up for the last stream where I had all the YouTube tech difficulties, but then, like, legit, I had 15 disconnects, and Twitch thought I streamed 15 times before I just gave up on Twitch as well. Just like, screw this. So it's so many segments, so many bits to piece together, and I'm just like, yeah, nah. And we were dealing with so many tech difficulties that I got such a little amount done last time that I was just like, yeah, nah, this one's just getting lost to the void. I don't think I could stream more than 6 hours. My hand would cramp up. So I have done, I'm sure my longest is 18 and a half. When I was trying to finish the Kanoko Egusa Halloween spread. And I was like, I am streaming until this page is done. And I legit streamed until this page was done. Now, that was at the start of my injection cycle, so physically one of the better times for me. Oh, thank you, Smalt. But then also in that 18.5-hour stream, basically every hour I have I have a 3-minute break, which is timed with the Twitch ads, but it is legit my stretch time. So every hour I stopped, I stretched, I did things to look after myself. Hey, Sammy. And then when I was not, oh my goodness. Yo, I have presents. And then every 3 to 4 hours, I took a longer one. So it would be like 5 to 7 minutes. Oh my God, I love you. Yo. So it was like, as well as, yes, everybody should follow Sammy, because look, she got me a frozen Coke and an energy drink and a burger and onion rings.
Want some onion rings?
Yeah, steal some onion rings.
I figured you'd only want one burger for lunch.
Yes,
so
that would be plenty.
And some onion rings.
Thank you. Can I be?
You want the mayonnaise?
Yes, please.
Of course.
Thank you.
Eating onion rings and getting the fellowship silver.
Oh, good. Oh my God. Yeah. So every 3 to 4 hours, I stopped and had like a 5 to 10 minute break. So I would walk around the house. I would go to the bathroom. I would go and stretch. I would like have a slightly longer break and just walk around, because I knew it was going to be a long stream. And then I think at the 6-hour mark, we actually stopped for an hour. I put away the colouring and I pulled my wok over to the desk and I cooked at my desk as well. And so for that hour, we stopped and actually had a good stretch and meal break, essentially. And I moved over to food for an hour. And then I went back to colouring. So it was like, there was still a lot of self-care time in there, making sure I was looking after myself, making sure I had meals prepped. Because again, I knew it was going to be a long stream. Yes. So I am currently at Sammy's house. I go back on Thursday. So the next stream on Friday, I will be back in my own house. Sadness. But I'm at Sammy's house and she's wonderful. And she brought me food. And I'm very happy now. I have a burger. Nom nom nom. And onion rings. And a frozen Coke. And an energy drink. It needs a straw. And to mount slightly. I need to find that 18-hour stream to watch it. Did I upload the VOD? Let me. There should be a playlist on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Small, for all the conversions. I appreciate you. Shout out to Small. Best mod ever. Can we get like a bunch of love in the chat for Small? Because legit, would be lost without Small. That's not what I want. Oh my god. Two seconds for YouTube. Yeah, Smalt is top tier, amazingness, adore. Yeah, I can see the hearts flying in YouTube as well. Thank you. Right,
Okay. Oh. Straw.
Thank you. Alright. Sorry, I am also just finding a playlist because I know I have a playlist of all my Twitch lives because I used to put the VODs up on YouTube. It used to be like I go live on the Tuesday and then I would download the Twitch VOD and put it across and make it live on YouTube on the Friday. The morning of I was going live on Twitch. So that was my thing. Playlist. That's what I want. Get shareable link. Paste. Right, so that is my playlist of all my... There's 79 videos in there, so, you know. I think you got a few. I think you got a few to watch there. Right, don't autoplay. Don't autoplay. Don't autoplay. Don't autoplay. Don't autoplay! Yes, right. So that starts from the 21st of Feb is when I started uploading stuff. You'll also find my 12-hour charity stream where I basically fall apart for the entire stream because y'all are amazing. Let's see if I put the VOD up there. Mushroom Mice, Murphy's Law, lots of Murphy's Law, lots of Murphy's Law. Yep, the Murphy's Law mega stream. It's in 3 parts because YouTube won't let me put up a video longer than 12 hours. So it's definitely in there. But yeah, if you need a ton of content to watch, there you go. Oh, goodness. All right. Always appreciate a good mod. Always. Always. I love my mods. Because my mods are legends and we forever appreciate them. Right, so we have to do a very important step here. We have to do a bit of burger customization. So we have a barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Miss Crafty Creates. Hi, welcome in. Samsara Dusty has just surprised me with a burger. So I just have to finish customizing my burger here. I used to work at Burger King when I was a teenager. We used to do this all the time. We would order a barbecue bacon cheeseburger, but we would have pre-made it and then we put our name on it so it wouldn't go out to the customers. We'd put in extra sauce, we'd put in mayo, and then we would also grab onion rings. They now do this in the form of a rodeo burger here in New Zealand. Kind of. State. And then we flip this back up. You're going to see my BK wrapping skills. Years of wrapping burgers. If you ever want to eat a burger and don't want to get the sauce everywhere, rip it on the side and you get an instant burger holder. And there is my tutorial on how to do a burger.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
There's 2 more rings here if you want it.
Oh, I want the
mayo?
stuff as well, yeah.
Okay. Alright. And then, because of the cup holder, it also fits perfectly into the cup holder. Got it?
Yep.
Got it.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah. If Twitch would pay my mods, it would be wonderful. Wonderful. So yes, welcome in, Miss Crafty Creates. Sorry about the odd timing. Burger. So good. So good. But yes, we have been working on this colouring page from Kanoko Egusa. We are very close to getting done. We're just starting to work on our kitties. Oh, you're crafting Girl. Oh my gosh. Welcome back. I recognize that. I recognize that name. How are you going? Oh, lovely to see you again. It has been a while. Well, welcome back. Alright, get out of the way. For you, mate? Yeah. It has been a while. How are you doing? And so yeah, we're just trying to create like a yellow to green sort of blend in these eyes. And then, like I said, don't worry about the black line that's in there because I have a plan for that. And then I want to use a little bit of our Van Dyke brown, one of my favorite browns, as you know. And we're going to just bring in this color a little bit. And it also doesn't matter if we go ever so slightly outside the edge, because we are going to line around these eyes with our Payne's Grey. Yeah, holy, what a nice blast from the past. Original OG squad. I love it. I love, like how many of the originals. Oh, thank you for the follow. Why Zay Creates. Also, I did see that you are now following Samsara too. I fully recommend following Samsara. Wonderful variety channel. If I have the spoons tonight, we will be on there finishing It Takes Two, because we have tonight and tomorrow to finish it, and we're hoping to go swimming for a night. So, all going well. But yeah, it's funny because I've been in some messages about somebody else's stream anniversary, Twitch anniversary coming up. And it's like the week after my affiliate anniversary. And they're doing all this wonderful stuff for it. It's really exciting. I'm not going to mention who because it's for them to talk about. But I'm like, I'm just like, I guess I'll stream. And it's like 8-9 years that I've been on Twitch now. Like, I feel like I should be doing something. Oh, I feel like we do have a pencil back there. It's like, why is this elevated? So we're going to do the same over here. Just bring in a little bit of our greens and our yellows. Doing okay. Life is throwing some curveballs, but that is life. It is life sometimes. I'm sorry to hear that, hun. Hopefully, life will stop throwing curveballs for a while and you can just relax and enjoy. Honestly, sometimes it's like, just F off life. Just let us have a break. You know, sometimes I just want to make a nest in the bed, curl up under all the blankies, put on some cozy, chill, lo-fi, some cute painting videos, and just sit there in colour for like 6 days on end. Maybe some good snackies.
You mean sometimes you just want to visit Samsara's?
Yeah. Pretty much. Maybe it's sad to go back home. And not just because the landlord messaged me last night to let me know that the elevator is broken and going to be broken for a while. Which, ugh. But, when I was packing to come here, I didn't pack my crutches initially. Because I was like, we're doing nothing where I'm going to need my crutches. And Sarah was like, no, bring them just in case. You never know, something might happen. We might go somewhere where you can't access it and you need your emergency crutches. Good thing, because if we had to get back there and then I had to try and do 4 flights of stairs with nothing. Yep, stop the world and let me go it off for a bit. Yes. You know that's enough slices meme? Yeah. That's to life. That is enough slices. It absolutely is sometimes. It is one of those things where life can just go and leave us alone for a while, but also it's the proof that you're living. And I do believe we are stronger than we give ourselves credit for. Like, it can be a lot, but we do have more strength than we realize, and a strength that we can pull on even when things get difficult. There is also strength, though, in recognizing that everything is too much and you need to let go of something. That's something that I am still working towards, of being better at saying no. So one of my things this year, I can't remember who it was. Well, someone in the YouTube chat asked if we had like a word to surmise our year plans, which I thought was a really wonderful way to think about it. And so balance was mine, because I do want to get better at creating balance between like everything going on, and also recognizing when I need to stop, slow down, trying to be better about not being so overwhelmed, you know, balance, better balance in everything I do. So my idea for this black line is, we're going to use our white Posca, because of course we are. And we're just going to dot over that line, because if you look at the reference, there's actually quite a bit of a light between that yellow to the green. So this will act as our little light white area in between here. So we're just going to dot that in very, very carefully. And anywhere it's too chunky, I can either scratch away with the pencils or go over it with the pencils. I could also pull out some of the pale yellow and add some of those in if need be, but I think we're alright with just the white. And that will remove the line, but also add that really light center that we're seeing in the reference photo. Good burger?
Bit dry.
Yeah, they're pretty stingy on their sauce.
Yeah, even then the burger was kind of like that bun.
Sandwich! Yay, Annie! Hey, Sandwich, how you going? Sorry, you caught me right with a mouthful. And Rivy! Hello, congratulations on your 7 stream streak. Both coming out right in as I got a mouthful of burger. But how are you going, lovelies? I hope you're feeling better, Rivy. But also, Rivy, I have to show you something. I've been playing with gouache. It has not been going well. Things I have learned. My gouache is a really freaking cheap set. Definitely needs replacement. Thank you for doing that. Shout out. Rivy is a newer streamer to Twitch, and fully recommend if you enjoy the chill, cozy vibes here. Does wonderful, chill, cozy painting streams playing with gouache, hence why I pulled out the gouache. Just really good, wonderful times to be there. If you enjoy cozy, chill art streams, you're going to enjoy it. Cannot recommend enough. I'm existing? Oh no. yeah, I started doing some gouache dabbling, and yeah, so my paints, when I pull them out of the tube, are transparent. They are not opaque. So I'm realizing, and it's presenting an issue because I have to keep mixing them with white to lighten them, but then I'm trying to create shadows and tones, and even if I pull in new colors, I'm losing the opacity, so the only way to make it opaque is to add in the white, and then us counteracting it with different colors to try and make shadows, and it just, yeah. So, fun practice, did enjoy it, accidentally painted Spyro, which was not my intention, but also Spyro, but very quickly realized, yeah, no, the paints aren't right, so, because the only other ones I've done, I did mix it all with white, because I was looking for pastels, because I was doing it as highlighter, so it was opaque, because the white is opaque. So yeah, next step, we replace the gouache. I have some very cheap watercolor tubes. You followed? Heck yes, Crimson, love to hear it. That's just objectively not what gouache is meant to do, right? Yeah, and because of watching you paint with it, and then I watched a bunch of extra videos last night, because I was like, I'm sure the colours Ribby was pulling, they're all opaque. Like, if you're doing it, like, solid and thick, it's all opaque. Every time I've seen PB paint with gouache and do it solid and thick, it's been opaque. So I'm going to Google and watch a bunch of videos on YouTube, and I did, and they were all opaque, and I was like, yeah, no, my paint needs replacing. So definitely fun, definitely something I want to dabble more in. But yeah, next step, replace the paint. Yeah, so for the 100th time from recent month, I'm going to go to the doctor. Oh, I hope it helps. Yeah. Thank you for doing the shout out for Crimson as well. Heck yeah. All the shout outs, all the art. Do all the arts, join all the streams. Also recommend going over to Crimson, because they do cute art. I don't think I've managed to catch one of your streams yet, hun, so, but definitely going to be when I can next catch you on. But I know I scoped out some of your socials. Yeah. I love connecting with artists. It's like one of the greatest things about live streaming is being able to like find all these cool people and be like, you're cool. I like your stuff. Show me more stuff. I just recently came back from healing from an injury. Well, I'm glad to hear that you took a break. Like, it's important to take those breaks for healing time. I say this for myself just as much as anyone else. It's okay to stop if things hurt and you need to heal.
Samsara will remember that.
Watch my mods yell at me. Speaking of, mod who I know has 1 billion points queued up.
That could be any of us.
Yeah,
Not
true.
me. I keep getting redeems.
You want to redeem Robot Voice?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I can, and it doesn't cost me anything, but I'm just being lazy. Yeah, there we go. Progress is progress at any speed, including stopped. Because I went to put 250 and then Twitch made it 248, and I don't know why, but it cracks me up. So we're just keeping it 248 because apparently the robot overlords demanded it be 248. Yeah, I put 250 in. I know I typed 250, so I don't know why, but that's okay. Twitch made it 248, so the robot overlords demand. So for those that don't know,
I demand chaos.
Chaos. This is Robot Voice. Unleash the Robot gives you this, but it also gives me a back massage. Where'd I get it in the sweet spot? Is it? There we go. Robot Voice time. Your sound is totally fine. It's just the massager. Except it keeps moving.
Betrayal. Whoever would have thought you'd be betrayed by our robot overlords?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am your robot overlord, and I say, destroy, destroy.
Delete your art.
No. The only problem with this is it shakes me so intensely that it shakes my glasses, so everything gets a blur. It's got some body to it. And we are doing it on, like, the top tier at the moment as well.
Won't you go anything less? Only the goodest vibes.
Yeah, sometimes the good vibes are too good of a vibe, and it's just shaking my brain.
People pay good money to shake their brain.
Oh my god, could you imagine Sam using this for FCG's voice? I could, and it would be awful. But also, yes, this is exactly something Sam would pull. Alright, there we go. I think we're pretty good on the cat front. Also, Sandwich, I remembered you say you were eating, and then I forgot to ask. What's on the plate for you? Where did my Posca go? It's right there. I'm just blind. I'm not blind, I have no peripheral vision. It's understandable. When things are off to the side, I don't see them. Alright, there's our kitty eyes. So many colors in such a small area. He doesn't, only because it's not canonically flesh tongue. Oh my god. Did I tell you that I pre-ordered the colouring book, the third colorway one? That comes out later this year? Oh my god, I can't even read my numbers. It's shaking so much. 183. Come here. 109. 205. And that's kitty eyes. And then we have one box left for kitty fur. Perfect. Yes, I am excited for that book too. Ooh. Yeah, it looks really interesting with the Choose Your Own Adventure storyline. I feel like they've taken inspiration from the Dungeon Meister one that I got the flip through from on my channel. Where it's a actual campaign, not campaign, but like a one-shot type situation, which I thought was very cool. It's a very cool colouring book. Okay. Kitty time. Double kitty. Look at the color difference when it's on my phone. This is why I don't like showing things on my phone. So, we have three main areas that we need to work out. We need to work out the white, we need to work out the orange, and we need to work out the grey. Let's just use our random back of the colouring notes tracker page so we can work it out. So we've got our white, our orange, and our grey. So the white is fairly straightforward. We are going to use our white because we're going to be using that all over because we do want to have more pastel-y tones, so that's going to be quite essential. Now, to keep tied in with everything else, we're going to keep in our warm greys. So we're going to use our warm grey 2 and our warm grey 3 that we've been using throughout. That'll essentially be our entire white of the fur. The grey sections that are on the cat, for that, it's a grey, but it's also got a lot of brown undertones to it. So we're going to keep with that because that also ties in beautifully with our page. So of course we're using our Payne's Grey, and of course we're going to use our favourite combo, which is our dark sepia. And then we are going to have a little bit of Van Dyke brown because that'll help bring in a little bit of browns, but we're really going to be focusing on these first two for bringing that in. And then we have the orange section. Now this is where things are going to get really, really tricky, because we technically have not used an orange in any of this. We have a terracotta colour, so this is going to be our predominant, which is our burnt ochre. But that's our dark, and now we need some lights in there, but we don't really have a lot of lights. It's similar to the purple. So we have yellow ochre, so we'll bring a little bit of that in, but the biggest thing that we can do for this is we're going to have to bring our greys in and add a bunch of greys into here. Because if we shade over with grey, it's also going to desaturate every colour a little bit. So we're going to need our greys. And then we're possibly going to want a little bit more, so I might also pull out warm grey 5. Just to keep on the side. And I think with all of that, like our orange is going to be the odd one, but we'll have some brown from the grey that we'll pull in, and we'll have our grey from the white that we'll pull in. So we'll pull in the lightest of the grey and the darkest of the white and use those in our orange, and hopefully that'll all come together. Then the only other colour that we need to do is, of course, there's the pink nose and the pink on the ears. Now, we do have a pink, but it is a very cold pink. So, we could either bring in these pinks, which, if we went for the middle of the pink, it could be worthwhile. If we work that lightly with our more terracotta colours, so it still has that pink undertone, I think that may work. And then if need be, we also have our burnt sienna, so we can also add that in, but that's starting to get really vibrant. And again, the point of this is to be more pastel. So that's kind of the plan. Vi, hello. Let me just rearrange my robot voice maker. I'm doing okay. How are you doing today, Vi? It's lovely to see you. How's work going? Or are we nearly done for the day? I hope you're nearly done for the day. Robot voice maker? Yeah. Back massager. But it shakes so intensely when it's in the right position that I talk like a robot for a while. So, you know, I sound wonderful right now. It shakes me so intensely. My glasses move on my face. The sounds of self-care. They're so beautiful. Yeah, no, it's actually a new redeem that we've installed called Unleash the Robots, where I will talk like a robot for a few minutes, however long I need, but also I get a back massage because it's really good. And Ruby has also redeemed a hydrate. Thank you so much, Ruby. Love all the self-care. So, yeah, what we've been doing is we've been working out our cat colours for the last detail on this page, which is the cats. So I think we have a plan in terms of the colourway. So the next thing to do is to work out how we're going to put the patterns on there. And so for this cat here, the reference picture that I've kind of pulled up, we're going to pull inspiration from that because it's almost the same pose. So it's like, actually that kind of works well for this face here. And then we can find some more for tails and legs and stuff like that as well. But for the starting of the face, I think we'll be alright. So we're going to use our pencil and just very lightly sketch in some areas for the colour. And it doesn't have to... Oh, we're out of battery.
Or is it just too warm?
No, I think it's just too warm. Give it a minute. Oh, the jolt when it stops all of a sudden. I'm back. The robots no longer have me. I think it either has like a too warm feature or a disconnect feature after a certain amount of time. Because another massager that I've got, like, it legit stops after 30 minutes max. My leg wrap thingamabobs, which, oh, those would have slapped today. I have, pneumatic, that's the word, pneumatic leg massages. So they're like these sleeve things that I put over my legs. And then they, like, fill with air and compress.
Happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy.
Doodle-doo-doo. Hey, perfection. You know what? I should replace those 2 sound alerts that we can't use because of copyright. I should find some new sound alerts. But hey, perfection, how are you going today? Always lovely to see you. We're up to the kitties. You're up really high for some reason. Alright, and then we have... So we are also working with the the black lines that are already here as well, which is going to present another little bit of a challenge. So what I may do is I may turn them into grey sections. Oh, sorry, itchy back. We had some mosquitoes in here last night, or sandflies. I'm doing good. I'm doing good considering. Sammy just brought me a burger, so... Alright, let's start easy. Let's start with the nose. Paige is looking amazing. Thank you so much. It's definitely the home stretch. I want to try and at least get a little bit, like if I can get her face done today, then I may finish it off stream. Just to get it finished, because also I have to pack away all the pencils to go home, so it would be nice to not have to like re-pull out all these pencils again, even though a lot of them can go away properly now. So if I can at least show you how I'm going to do the face, even if I finish it off stream. But yeah, we're definitely into the home stretch here. so the nose is casting a little bit of a shadow because in all this too, we also have to remember our light sources. Oh, when are you going home? In 2 days, on Thursday. I will be traveling, so Friday stream will be back at my place once I get everything reset up. Less sadness. But, you know, has to eventually end. As lovely as it is over here. I'm sure Sammy's ready to kick me out of her house and get her house back.
Rude. Just saying how lovely I am and then accuse me of something like that.
Love you.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to be so hot in there as well because it's been closed up for so long. Ugh. But yeah, no, we're back. We're back on Friday. The sadness, but I'll have all my books again. So, you know, we can start a new project from an entirely new book that I don't have I don't have on me. I'm sure Sammy loves having you. Yeah, I know she loves having me, but I also know I completely rearrange everything and change a lot of things while I'm here because the room has to be rearranged to host a space for me, and you know, I take over an area because I gotta have my suitcase somewhere and I've got crap, you know? And then, like, you know, if I need to go anywhere.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if someone had to put mobility access to the garage and an air conditioner out there and set it up as a studio for streaming. Wow, that'd be terrible.
It would be horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know why Sammy would want to kick me out. I'm fantastic by him. I'm not a pain in the ass at all.
Redacted.
I think Sammy's internet is ready to kick you out after all the times it made it poop itself. It's been doing that the entire time I'm here. The amount of times my phone has lost internet connection, something is with the Wi-Fi. I feel this every time I go to my friend's house and also do the same thing about thinking about logistics of making it permanent. Well, the thing is, like, Sammy's house is more accessible than, like, my own parents' house or my brother and sister-in-law. Like, I turned up there for Christmas on my crutches because I knew, like, it's not accessible in my walking frame, so I knew I was going to have to take my crutches. But then, like, a simple thing like a toy being in the hallway. Now, they do have 2 young kids, so I do understand, but it was just, like, I couldn't just walk. I had to, like, shuffle things out of the way every step. Oh, goodness, we're about to head to an ad break, which is quite good because I actually have something stuck in my teeth. So I'm going to put you on the break screen and go get this out of my teeth, and we'll be back. Alright. Much better. I also finished off my burger. So, that's all done. Right, let's get this kitty done. So, where's my reference gone? So, around the side here, again, we've got these like pre-drawn black lines in. So, I will try to keep them in the grey areas. They also go differently to how I was doing the fur patterns, so cool. So what fur is it's a ton of tiny little strokes. And I will try my best to remember to keep my hand out of the way so you can see it build up. Oh, we've had a hydrate and candy. Alright, let's do the hydrate first.
Do my best to hydrate.
Mm-hmm. So here, because we have these lines in place, even though it's not grey there, we will have to work some grey into that area. Just like over here on this side. Alright. And our candy today is cookies and cream chocolate. Would you like some?
No, thank you. Hydrate?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You did the hydrate first, didn't you?
I did do the hydrate first.
Yeah, smart. You don't get it, they put the taste of water in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. I don't mean the taste of water, but also the candy, aka chocolate, was going to take me longer than the hydrate.
Yes.
So with our Van Dyke Brown, one of the things I do is around the edges of the grey section. It's worked a little bit into our grey. I think it's pulled down into our orange sections as well. So as soon as I get as soon as I've shown you guys how we're kind of approaching the face, I will be calling it for today's stream, because I am very much done and I definitely need to not be at this desk for a while. So I'm just gonna get down some sections and show you how I'm going to approach the face, and then like I said, I will finish this off stream just so that we're good to go on Friday with a new piece, so I can pack up before I travel and just get this done. But I will make sure I post the finals all over the place. It won't be today. I might be able to finish it off tomorrow, but But legit, all I'm going to do right now is crawl into bed and take an exhaustion nap. Then go to work and then probably just go and take another nap post-work as well. It feels like it's a multi-nap kind of day. I'm colouring in Hannah Carlson, Tales from the Forest Kingdom. It's your favourite Hannah Carlson? I've been looking at a bunch of Hannah Carlson lately, so good to know. Of course, hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm coping. I'm coping, Rivi. If it starts spasming bad, I will just end. But we have a robot redeem, and it should be cool enough now to go again. Unleash the robot! Thank you, Small. Don't freak out, because I sound weird. Hello, I am your robot overlord, and I tell you to hydrate your meat suit.
Take your meds.
Take your medications. Us robots like you functional. I almost popped into tech support when I first opened the stream because of that noise. Yeah, we might have to, God, we're running out of time. I might have to, when this redeem is redeemed, see if I could set up like a little timer, a little something on screen that's like, please don't adjust your your sound or something. Also, could we hear you say, upgrade, upgrade, exterminate? I know that one. Exterminate, exterminate. Bada Doctor. Oh god, I need to watch some more Doctor Who. I never finished my drawing for the 13th Doctor, and now there's the 14th Doctor. It's like, and it's not exactly a drawing where I could just add in another Doctor very easily.
You could literally have. Oh, you haven't seen that?
I clicked clip too early to catch Sammy in the background. It's okay. Sammy features in a number of my clips.
Deplorable reasons.
I squealed when you did the Doctor. Yes.
You haven't seen have you seen the third special?
I have not seen the third special yet.
Because it would be actually just that easy to put the next Doctor in.
Yeah?
You'll see.
Ah, okay. Okay. I have a group, Colour Buddy, next month at Hannah Carlson book on Facebook. It started with one person, then grew more, because more people wanted to work in the same book. I love that. I love when that works out. I've had a bunch of people messaging about my Wheel of Props wheel, Buddy Colour Thingy Bob. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't realise that many people actually enjoyed it that much. But, okay, so I guess I'm going to have to set one up next month. It's been a while since I've spun the Wheel of Props. Definitely watch the 14th Doctor if you get time. They're fun. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're either out of battery or we're overheated. Oh. No. You're not even hot. I think I'm just bumping it off. Max power! It's a very finicky thing. It does turn off very easily. I'm not ready for you to go off yet. I require more. Except now it's moving. Finicky thing. we go. And it turned off again. Okay, now it's saying low battery. Alright. That's all the robots for a while. They're going to go back to their charging ports. I need to catch up with Doctor Who. I only got one season with the 13th. Last night I went to sleep with the first Doctor. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to do a big Doctor Who marathon and watch like even all the old classics, not just like from season 9. I know. But also it's just like the fun of doing a massive Doctor Who binge like through the years.
I can make available from Eccleston onwards.
I did perfection. It looks like it should be a lot of fun. She's just pulling faces. She's not a fan of the OGs.
They're just a little problematic in places.
Absolutely. Yeah, they absolutely are. Yeah, no, I started with the 10th, which I feel like a lot of us ended up doing. So David Tennant's always going to be one of my faves because that's what I started with. And then I did go back and watch Eccleston. I did watch 11, part of 12. And then I stopped partway through 12. And then, yeah,
That's
never...
Peter Capaldi, right?
Yeah, Peter Capaldi.
That's my favourite.
And then I never got to see Jodie in 13. And then, yeah, obviously now they're on the 14th. And, yeah, Donna will forever be my favourite companion. So the fact that the Doctor Who special was David Tennant. Yeah, was David Tennant. Sorry. Peter Tennant used to be the mayor of New Plymouth. David Tennant and Donna, aka Catherine Tate. Yeah. I was very, very, very pleased. But I still haven't watched the first one. The third one. But yeah, I might try to do that. I now have Sammy's Disney, and there are a few places that you can watch Doctor Who, but yeah. 12 is your fave. Lots of juicy nuance. I love nuance. 12 is pretty good. I feel like you get different interpretations, and each Doctor brings their own interpretation to it. I love how much of a nerd David Tennant is with the Doctor, and like legit fanboy. So that's also very cool. Just re-signed a new lease. Heck yeah, perfection. Not having to move is fantastic. One of my fears is that the landlord's going to go, yeah, no, we're sick of you, get out of here. Even though I know logically, like, it costs them a lot to change tenants, so they don't want to switch tenants. As long as you're a good tenant that pays your rent and keeps the place relatively clean, like, they don't care, because it's a lot cheaper to keep a tenant in than try and change around tenants. But yeah, I dread, as much as it would be nice to move into, like, certain different facilities, I also dread the day I have to sort through all the crap in my apartment. Moving is just a nightmare, full stop. I legit have things in boxes that I haven't touched since I moved into that apartment. For context, I've been living there for 8 years. Actually, no, not quite 8 years, sorry. 6 years. 5 to 6 years now. Time is weird. Where's my grace? Not me. I did a huge haul of items last year for the same reason. Not me looking at the wall of movies wondering how many boxes I would need for just that. Oh my gosh. Because your collection's like 800 movies now, isn't it, Vi? Like 720-ish? Oh my goodness. I cleared hundreds of books, just not sustainable with me if I need to move. Yeah. Here, there's a housing crisis, so it takes a long time to find a place. Yes, there's a housing crisis here too. It's not good. And one of the homeless shelters also just had to shut down as well, so it's even... It will be 800 if I ever find the ones on my wish list. Oh my goodness. One joy about my apartment being the size it is, I legit can't get much more in there, so... I did get rid of a bunch of stuff with Sammy last time she was there, which is lovely. Because there's stuff ready to go, the op shots. A lot of the time it's just actually getting stuff, it's stuff out of the apartment. That can be one of the biggest challenges for me sometimes. So when Sammy came to stay for a little bit, it was really good because she could actually help me get stuff out of the apartment and to the op shops. So we got rid of quite a bit of stuff. Alright folks, we're most of the way there with the face. Obviously I've still got the ears, there's still refinement, but I think you get the idea of what we're going for with the cats. But it's really starting to spasm now, so I really have to go and lie down. So we are going to call it here. As I said, I will probably keep working on this offline just to finish it off. If I don't, we will continue it on Friday. If I do finish it offline though, I will make sure I post it everywhere, and of course I'll show you it on Friday as well when we're back. But we'll be back on Friday in my apartment with my full collection of books, so we'll find something new to colour. And yeah, Is anyone on? I don't even know if I have the spoons for raiding. Let's just see if there's somewhere I can... Nah, you know what? I don't even have the spoons to raid. I really just need to go and get into a flat surface. So we are just going to end it here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and keeping me company as we finish off this page. Like, I really love how this page has come together. It is definitely one of my favorites. Like, I've done a lot of really good stuff this month that I like. So, yeah, I will see you around at your channels, at the channels that we all hang out in. Really appreciate you all so much. Promise I'll be okay. We're getting this injection in and we'll be back to our regular cycle. It's just the way the body goes sometimes. But yes, thank you for being here. Make sure you look after yourself. This is where we self-care. And I'll see you all on Friday.